This video is to go over question 3 on operations on a number line, and question 3 is also a subtraction problem. It's b minus a, or you can think of it as taking away a from b. So b minus a up here on my number line. I'm starting at b in the positives. I'm subtracting a negative value. I'm subtracting a, which is negative. If I take away a negative, I move up on my number line. So I'm going to definitely end up in my positive space. So let's go over some of the things students had as mistakes for this one. So you can pause and read through some of these if you'd like. A common thing for students that got this wrong was they thought anytime you're subtracting, it automatically means you move left on the number line. You only move left if you subtract positive numbers. If you take away negative numbers, you actually move right on the number line. I found a couple from last time. I mentioned you have to be really careful when you talk about subtraction because we need to know which value comes first. So our expression was b minus a. You can say it just like I am, b minus a, or you could say it as a positive minus a negative. You could also say taking away a negative from a positive. What you want to be careful not to say are subtract with a negative number or subtract with a negative and a positive. If you use with, we don't know which number is coming first. Is it the positive or is it the negative? And the order matters for subtraction. Another word you don't want to use is subtract a positive to a negative. That also is confusing. It doesn't let the person know which number is coming first, the positive or the negative. So try to use taking away a from b, or just saying it as b minus a. Another common thing I saw in our students that may have gotten partial credit is they may have explained it well, but then they also talked about distances from 0 or absolute value. Since number 3 is asking for b minus a, I'm already starting in the positives and I'm moving up, so the difference is going to be positive. I don't need to worry about comparing the length of a to 0 and comparing that to the length of b to 0. For this case, it doesn't matter. Question 4. I have a really great video already about multiplying a positive and a negative. So a few students didn't realize this was multiplication. When we use the parentheses like this means multiplication. And I have a video that helps explain why a negative times a positive is going to be negative. One example is if b is positive, that's telling me how many groups I have. So it's b groups, whether it's half a group, 2 groups. I'm not sure what b is, but I know it's positive. Over here I have a, so this is how much is in each group, and it is a negative amount. So let's pretend this is even just half. If I need half a group of a, that's still negative. If this happens to be positive 2, and this is something like negative 4.2 or whatever, that just means I have 2 groups of this a, and I would need another group of that a. So it doesn't matter, it's going to be negative. I really suggest watching that video to understand positives and negatives if you're still struggling, or you can see me for help. All right, thank you for watching.